Mark Pullis. Learning how the cult operates and its beliefs help to understand the state of mind the people in it are in. Is there a chance of an overthrow of the current leadership, or the chance that a former paying member is attempting to start a revival of the old Scientology? A new branch of Scientology, so to speak, bigger and more effective than the free zone groups. Oh, Mark, this kind of thing happens all the time. There have been attempted overthrows. There have been people who are out in the free zone, or others, not just free zone people, independent Scientologists, or as John Atack and I are now more likely to call them, dependent Scientologists, because they are far from independent of Scientology. I love that joke. Anyway, yeah, these things have already happened, and they will continue to happen. And I wanted to answer this question to point that out, that there have been people who have tried to go after Miscavige and have been put down. There have been people who eventually Miscavige will go away in one way or another. Eventually, that's a certainty. And then somebody else is going to have to step up, or the whole thing will collapse, and we'll see what happens and under what circumstances that happens. But I just wanted to point out that these things have already happened. It's not like that's never occurred before. And there's an independent Scientology church out there that's filed for tax exemption and put its paperwork together and is trying to use the copyrighted term Scientology in their title, and they're doing that on purpose to try to legally take on Scientology on that. I don't keep up on it any closer than that, but that's what I know. These things are going to continue to happen, right? There's nothing stopping these things from happening. In fact, as Scientology gets looser and looser with its copyright enforcement, they can expect more and more of this. And even if the entire Church of Scientology collapsed tomorrow, there's nothing stopping some guy in Hungary or Taiwan or Italy or here in the United States from picking up a copy of Dianetics or Scientology, some book, and starting it all over again. It's all there. I mean, the whole organizational structure is laid out there. All the labyrinth of corporations and all the goofy stuff. Well, that could all fall apart, and somebody could have to refigure all that stuff out or come up with a whole new angle on putting the Church of Scientology together. But I almost guarantee that sort of thing is going to happen in the future, even if the Church of Scientology, as we now understand it, were to completely collapse. Because Hubbard, these books and lectures, they're all over the world, and they are some of the most translated materials that exist. There aren't lots and lots of them, but there doesn't have to be in order for some person somewhere to randomly start up some group and get it going again, is all the point I wanted to make. So, this is how these things happen. And Scientology has had, by the way, easily over 50, certainly maybe over 100, if not more, splinter groups over the years, over the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. I mean, Jesus, so many. People really don't quite get how ripped off Scientology has been. L. Ron Hubbard's ideas were almost all plagiarized, but he too was then plagiarized by Werner Erhard and the whole Landmark Forum nonsense. That's almost straight Scientology. Yeah, Landmark Forum. I'm not kidding, right? There are so many other MLMs and other groups that are not even religious in nature that use so much Scientology in them. I mean, if you guys, anyway, yeah, it's a lot, okay? Because people saw that Hubbard was making millions and they went, well, I want some of that action. And they figured out how to do it, because here, the awful truth is it's not hard. It's not hard at all. And that is why we got a lot of work to do. Anyway, just wanted to throw that out there.